Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for the BiTon spinner made by EDC. They're the same makers who created like the Triton V2 here, the Mini Triton, and the Mini Triton V2. And they're just really cool spinners. And this is the cerakoted one. Then you have the Triton V2 here with the large caps. It's really nice. They're a bit hefty, but they're great. And they boast a lot for their spin time. Typically you're gonna get about at least 5 minutes, and some you can get 9 minutes and even more than that, depending on how well you clean the bearing as well as changing out the bearing for that matter. Just get a lot of mass at the edge of the spinner. Really great. And now they finally made a bar spinner, and this is called the BiTon, hence the name, which is kind of interesting because typically makers started with a bar spinner and they use the same design and make a tri spinner. So this is going back a little bit, although not quite. It's just another take on their very awesome design here. So that is great. Now for those who are following the spinner community, kind of like the Facebook spin space, there was a post about this that it looks quite similar to Rotablade Stubby right here. And luckily I have one to compare this to. And from this profile here, it does look quite the same. Although there are a few differences, but you know, looking at the caps, you have the raised edge here on the side here. What do you call that? The hip or the neck. But towards the buttons, yeah, it kind of slims down there. It almost looks the same from this top view. Now, but if you put it onto the side, it's a lot different, and you're starting to look or see that chambers that is quite familiar with the Triton series, or the Triton V2 actually. And this one, it's more of a flat because you can stand it here. This one you cannot, and this is how another thing that Rotablade markets their spinner. It's a cigar stand. But I believe you can stand him here as well. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, it's quite interesting in terms of design. But yeah, it kind of looks like a stubby, but not quite. I mean, the spin itself is different. Yeah, for me, it is different. Because this one is a bit more heftier. Rotablade Stubby has just that right balance of weight. Yeah, it just makes it really nice for just, you know, fidgeting with it. You can just spin this, you know, all day long. You're not gonna tire yourself out, and it doesn't feel too light like the aluminum's ones are. It's just a right balance, and it's really great how they engineered the Rotablade Stubby. On this one though, it's not that too heavy, but you can feel the weight on it, and some might find it it could cause fatigue for some. But you know, regardless on that, I mean, this actually makes a really great if you like spin time. Actually, I got about 7 minutes on a tabletop spin on this guy. 7 minutes. And usually I get lower spin time compared to other reviewers out there. They're probably gonna get 9 or 10 or even longer than that, depending on how well they cleaned it, or just, I guess the temperature might have an effect onto that, or you know, just by chance that they got a better bearing. But I got about 7 minutes on this. I spin about it two times or maybe 3. I average about 7. It's fairly good. But yeah. And just looking, let's go with this one, the Mini Triton. Just looking at the design at the edge, you can kind of see the Y shape there, or a triangular, or actually a pyramid. There's a pyramid at the edge, similar to this. So that's their iconic design. And basically, from the Tri, they put it on a bar spinner, and that is really great. And also, notice the channels here. It does go up quite a bit, and you kind of go down here a little. And comparing that with the stubby here, it goes up on a hill and goes down. It's not that steep compared to the BiTon here. Yep. Now the BiTon is using the same retention system as the Mini Triton V2, which is the flushed threaded cage. And let's just take a peek here. There we go. And they provide the tool here as well. You just have to remove the sticker or protective sleeve, and they give you a spare bearing, which is great. So there we go. Quite nice. And if you have knurled caps, similarly what we've seen on the Triton V2, it will give you a mirror image, which is really great. But yeah, that is quite nice. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it for this review. Overall, this is a really great spinner, and I can't wait for them to make other materials. It's always nice to see brass, copper, and I'm not sure if they're gonna do exotic. Usually for VCDC, I only see stainless steel is their main seller. Then they do have other one as well, but there is the there is the Cerakoted ones. I don't think I've damaged that. It's actually a fairly good protective coat on this. Yeah. So it'll be nice to see different coatings on the BiTon spinner. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. And along with that, I'll probably get the large cast for this, because that for the normal Triton V2 won't work on the new retention system. Yeah. Anyways, that's it for this review. Hope you guys like it. And again, these are two different things. Totally. It feels different. It looks different. It just kind of looks similar on the top view, but totally different spinner. And it's kind of hard to say which one to pick. This is quite expensive. It's like over $100. But if you feel the quality when you spin this one, you still feel the quality as well. You got that half. But I mean, for the price of $45, it's a fairly good deal. I mean, I highly recommend getting this one. This is a really nice bar spinner. I like it a lot. You can flick it quite easily, no problem. Even there's enough spacing here to flick it back and forth, catching there or here. Yeah, just a really nice. Oh, almost forgot. Hotspots. I think there's a little bit here at the edge, right on the surface before it goes down. There is a bit of a hot spot there. I can feel it. But when I'm flicking here, I don't think I've touched it, or I don't really feel it as much. But when you do this, you're gonna feel that. Not so much for the corners, but yeah, just when it gets off the edge, there is a bit of hot spots there. But for me, I'm a bit more lenient on that. Anyways, that's it for the review. If you got questions, I'll try my best to answer those for you. And again, you can get this now at VCDC. Otherwise, Spinatic will get it eventually. Or probably when you watch this at a later time, it's probably available already. Anyways, that's it. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.